What is up, guys? PYRE Records coming at you live from Sacramento. Check out the Sacramento vlog. Link in the description to the Sacramento vlog. But right now, we are here for a very, very special product at a special location. We are at the Kimpton Sawyer in Sacramento, right next to the Golden One Stadium, which many famous people have performed. So it's like it was appropriate to do an unboxing of some speakers next to a famous venue. Justin Timberlake was just here. Pretty crazy. The Golden One, link in the description to that too. But anyway, this is the unboxing of the new KRK GoAux 4, which are a set of portable studio monitors. Now, I think that the D3Vs, which are right here, I think that so far, for small speakers, the sound quality of the D3Vs, link in the description of that video, these sound better than just about any other speaker on that size. But here's the thing. These are 3-inch with passive radios. It's a 4-inch. It's got a little bit of a bigger woofer. So I assume they might go a little bit lower. But $199, really insane deal. Link in the description below to the store that I got these from. Anyway, this is the KRK GoAux 4. Now, usually I'm not really a fan of KRKs. You know, I'm a reviewer. I want to try everything. I saw these. They're 100 watts, bi-amped, you know. The classic, yellow cone KRK that we all know and love. They've got some EQ settings on the back. They've got Bluetooth. They've got TRS in and RCA in. And that's the thing about these. They only have one input. These also have a USB audio in, so you can actually connect these to your computer and use them just like these. Just like these. These, like I said, these are portable, but they're bulky and awkward. And these actually have a carry bag, so I'm really excited. But anyway, without further ado, do you have anything to say, sir? No? All right. Anyway, let's unbox these puppies, and then we're going to do a sound check, and I'm going to do an A and B versus the Atoms. We're going to set them up next to each other, and we're going to check them out. We're going to try them out and see whether or not these speakers are it. Anyway, let's unbox them. Boom, inside. Oh, straight away. In the box, okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but that's in there. You get these, look at that. Oh, Nikes. That is, okay, here we go. KRK branded bag. Really nice, really nice. Really great stuff there. And inside, the GoAux quick start guide. To be honest with you, they should just stop putting manuals in this. High frequency adjust, output to right speaker. It's got Bluetooth. It's got all this stuff. It's 100 watts RMS. I mean, it doesn't specify how much watts goes to the woofer and tweeter, but here's the thing. I really don't like KRK stuff typically. I think that they sound pretty, it's got a microphone. It has a room calibration mic. What? That's kind of wild, bro. So yeah, here's the thing. That's really spiffy. Wow. They've got these stands here. Oh, that's what the little metal things were for. They got these stands here. And here's the speakers. So we'll unwrap them together. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I like that they're protecting the woofer. It's got a slot port on the back. So it's pretty good. And we'll just set this boy over here for now, and then get the other one out. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Bada boom, boom, bada beepy. It's a magic trick, see? Okay, now we can put this down. Silica gel, do not eat. Yeah, I feel like there's sadly a reason that they had to put that in. That's actually really fucked up. Damn, dog. Okay, so yeah, they got these stands. You can you don't have to screw them down. You can just put them on there. I'm not gonna do that whole business with that. I'll have them just in case, but like, I don't think you need to put them. But yeah, the stands are pretty simple. Nothing crazy, It's a $200 set of speakers, Here we go. Okay. Gibson brands. Okay, does Gibson own KRK? Oh my freaking Lord. I think they do. That's funny. Yeah, new Gibson guitars. they're just not what they used to be, honestly. They really, really have gone downhill. I've heard stories that there's some Epiphones that actually are better, but nah, most of the time that's not true. Okay, so we've got them all hooked up now, so let's plug these RCAs in from the decks, and let's do a sound check. And this is my track. This is my remix of Mayhem. Link in the description below, so thanks for checking out my music, guys. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, so on first listen, I hear that the highs are kind of rolled off. Like, it sounds like there's just not really much high end that there should be, but the mid-range is like really, really warm and sumptuous and like pleasant to listen to. And the lows, like, obviously they don't have sub bass that's like crazy because they're little 4-inch monitors. I think these are on a different level of better, to be honest with you. These are they're pretty all right. Like, you know, they're decent for the money. Like for 200 bucks, I mean, you can't really go wrong getting these, but like, if you want to spend a little more money, they have the Atoms, which are way better. Like, honestly, these are not it compared to those. But it sounds like these can go louder. Let's do like an SPL test. Let's hear how loud they can go. You know, I'll be honest, I'm not all that impressed with these. They're all right. You know, they're not that great. I'm a reviewer. I'm just giving my honest opinion. They're okay. You know, they're like basic speakers. You know, they sound okay. You know, they sound decent. They sound good enough to hear what I'm doing. But here's what I do like about them. They're non-fatiguing at all. They're really very, very pleasant to listen to. Like, they don't pierce at all. Even the high frequencies, they sound rolled off. Like, they don't sound very good, like in some frequency ranges, but the overall sound is like, it's all right. You know, they're not amazing, like crazy. Like, these blew me away. Like, the Atoms are like crazy for the size. Like, they're really impressive. But it's like, I feel like giving an honest review is like, what? It's like Golden One Center. That's just crazy. It's right there. I'm looking at it right now, the sign. It's awesome. It's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more testing, and I'm gonna, like, you know, set them up next to the, let's do it next to the Atoms on a side-by-side, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. All right, now we're gonna begin the sound test. First up, KRK. Let's go. And now the Atom. yeah, that's some new shit I'm working on. But yeah, dude, we're here at the Kimpton. Honestly, like I said, I thought that these can go louder. These are louder than those, which I think is better for DJing. These are definitely better for like making music and like referencing music and like listening to music. But these are better for DJing, I think. I'll be honest with you, which is honestly, it's got this carry case too, which is dope. Freaking awesome. So that'll be easy to just like stick that in there. But anyway, we out here, guys. Woo! We're doing it. We're doing the thing. We got the. Well, it's been very interesting getting to play with some lower budget monitors and really comparing the differences in like the sound. And I hope you guys enjoyed that sound demo. You know, we really try to like give an honest review of stuff here at PYRE Records. But you know, overall, you know what? Listening back to the Atoms now. It sounds like to me that the KRKs can definitely go a little bit louder than the Atoms. The Atoms, like, they compensate to have more bottom ends, so it drives them harder because these are a bigger woofer, so it doesn't have to work as hard to get as loud. So it's just like mathematically speaking here, like it's going to be a little bit. I predicted that, but you know, I like these. They have more inputs. They have RCA inputs, a lot more convenient. If you forget cables, getting an RCA cable can be had at Walmart. TRS, good luck after hours. Like, I'm serious. Like, there's just no shops like after 10 p.m. that sell TRS. So either you're gonna have to borrow from a club. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this review on my kind of like my tour. So I'm DJing at 3 clubs, opening up for Leah Culver. Shout out to her and her track with Marshmello. So I'm playing with some big artists, and I'm gonna be. You know, we're doing band rehearsal and stuff with the drummer of Crazy Town, formerly. And then on the 26th, I'm flying to Georgia. I'm flying to Atlanta, spending 3 days in Atlanta, gonna vlog there. And then after Atlanta, we're going to play my show in Chattanooga where I'm headlining. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is PYRE Records, and this is the KRK GoAux4. I'm gonna be filming the rest of this time, and I'll give my final thoughts at the end of this trip. So I'll review everything like, how much heavier is it, portability, sound quality versus other stuff. But yeah, you know, compared to the Atoms, they do kind of hold up a little bit. Like, the Atoms have higher resolution for sure. Like, they sound more pleasant. Like, but flat response, like not changing making them have full tilt, everything was like flat. So there wasn't any boosting of anything. It was just, that's just the way that's as loud as basically, they were pushed to like 80% each of them. You know, I didn't push it to 100. I gave it a little bit of breathing room for dynamic range and stuff so you could really hear the difference. But anyway, guys, we're off to Los Angeles, and then we're off to Atlanta, and then we're off to Chattanooga. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be playing some shows. Those of you that do pull up, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Also, check out my new EP called Grails, which is... This is a Grails remix of that tune. But anyway, thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. I'm going to give my final thoughts here soon. Thank you. So I've been using these KRKs. They're loud. They're pretty freaking loud for the size. That's where you get the advantage with these. In fact, they were so loud that I made a realization. I think that the speaker that I'm looking for is something that matches both loudness and portability, because these are still not it for me for portable. They're too big. I still think they're too big. I got that box not realizing that was actually like the size of the speakers. Like, I was expecting the little tiny mini things. Like, I don't know why I didn't think when I saw 4-inch woofer. It's like, how? I don't know. I was just hoping for something smaller. Like, there needs to be like a micro speaker that does like 90 dB or 95 dB, like a micro speaker, like one the size of basically like a $50, or like a little bit bigger than that, like tiny speakers that do crazy shit. That's and you blur it out S star, so it's, you can like market it. Honestly, bro, these are way better practice speakers than the Atoms, because the Atoms don't just look. Hey, Red Bull gives you wings. The Atoms just don't really have the output that these do. These are a lot better for like DJing practice, to be honest with you. I kind of prefer having these as my travel speakers just simply because of that alone. Like these, the Atoms just, I'm sorry, man, like they just, you need more volume than those, but they're amazing like near field monitors, but these have a lot more output. Like, they're pretty good, man. I like them. They're decent for the money.